That you got to go down, and I have very little time, so I'm going to ask you the only question that I'm asking all the big senators and congressmen that are coming here. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? You're from Houston. What's the message that Indian Americans are sending out?
I think this is a fantastic celebration. It's a celebration of the friendship between America and India. It is a strong friendship. It is a strong alliance, but it's a growing friendship. This is a celebration not just of today, but of the future of that friendship expanding. You know, Texas is blessed. We've got an incredibly thriving Indian American community. Over 500,000 Indian Americans reside in the great state of Texas, and this is a celebration of the diversity of that community. This is a celebration of how vibrant that community is. This is a celebration that the Indian American community in Texas and America believes in small business and opportunity. And I got to say, I'm particularly gratified that Prime Minister Modi has chosen to come to Houston, my hometown. Houston is the most diverse big city in America, and Houston is, I also believe, the most entrepreneurial city in America. You know, it's a city that was founded by wildcatters 150 years ago, men often with a 3rd and 4th grade education, who came out and wanted to strike it big and ended up building vast fortunes through their own ingenuity. And that spirit is still true in Texas. It's why people from all over the world come to Houston, because Houston is a place where anybody with dreams can make it big, and that has appealed obviously to a great many Indian Americans who have made Houston, who have made Texas their home, and we're celebrating that community and also the strong friendship between our two nations.
Well, you spoke of aspirations, you spoke of a small dream and making it big.
Yes.
This is big.
Absolutely.
When Indian Americans traveling here, they have their roots back in India, but they come together, put up a show like this, and they tell you that from being doctors and engineers,
right,
and being at key positions across the United States, how valuable is the Indian American community here in the U.S.?
The Indian American community is tremendously valuable, and it's valuable because Indian Americans who come here are coming to work, coming to drive the economy, coming to create opportunity, coming to study. The Indian American community in the United States values education highly, and so it is a community that is highly educated, that is working, that is producing jobs, that's expanding opportunity. All of that is good for Texas, it's good for America, and it's good for our shared countries. As you know, India is the largest democracy on the face of the earth. India and America, naturally, our interests are aligned, and so this is a celebration of who our nations are together. It's a celebration of a friendship that I hope and believe in the years to come will be even stronger.
I want to ask you one last question, because I know you have very little time, Mr. Cruz. Donald Trump, the U.S. president, will be here.
Yes.
Narendra Modi will be here. Back home, there's a lot of anticipation on what's going to come out of this big meeting. There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. I don't know whether you're privy to any of them. Neither are we. But what are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big?
Look, I don't know that we will see specific policy made tonight, but what is big is the President of the United States, the Prime Minister of India, together, standing together as friends and celebrating in a community that is here celebrating our shared interests. That friendship yields all sorts of opportunity. I hope to see enhanced economic opportunities. I hope to see increased trade between our nations. I hope to see increased military and defense cooperation between our nations. All of those in the U.S. Senate I'm pressing for, and an event like this coming together makes that enhanced cooperation much more likely to happen. That's a good thing.
Absolutely a pleasure speaking to you, Mr. Cruz, and all the very best in taking the ties forward. You've been always a good friend of India.
I appreciate
Ted Cruz, Senator speaking to Republic TV. I've been told that you got to leave and you're running out of time. Thank you, Mr. Cruz.